Fstoppers.com has teamed up with Elia Liccardi to create Photographing the World 3, the ultimate photography tutorial on all things landscape and cityscape photography. You're watching the behind-the-scenes series on the creation of this full tutorial, and if you'd like to learn more about the full product, head over to fstoppers.com/store.
All right, we've been on the road shooting for about a week now, and I'm going to test this Bintro tripod. And the test I'm going to do is a very simple test. It's, will these legs fall down seamlessly and perfectly just by twisting? If so, I'm going to be impressed. If not, it's going to be about like every other tripod I've ever used. Let's see how the test goes. Look at that. All right, it's time to leave. We're heading out of this hotel, and once again, more stairs.
So we are currently walking to go pick up the car. The car is in a parking deck that is literally carved into the side of this mountain. It looks pretty interesting. Today is the first day that I am going to be driving, and I'm looking forward to it. And hopefully we won't die on the way to try to get the car, because there is no walking area for people here. I feel like I'm in a video game in here, or I'm in like a Disney ride. Look at this, it's just carved into the mountain. We then hit the road and started heading to our next shooting location. But on the way, we found what I had been looking for all this time. When you pass that McDonald's, you just have to stop.
This is bound to be the most controversial part of this whole behind the scenes series. I have to say, there are more people in this McDonald's than any restaurant we have been to in all of Italy by a landslide. How do you feel about this?
I feel like the food that's going to come out is going to be exactly as expected. It's not going to be amazing, but it's going to be solid. Oh, look at this.
Crunchy bread.
This is the weirdest part. Olive oil. I know what Elia is doing right now. He's sitting in the car, recording on his phone, talking trash about us eating at McDonald's.
We're actually at McDonald's now. Lee and Patrick insisted on it.
But the truth is, the thing he would never reveal to you is that if he got this food at any little market in Italy, he would say, "This is the most delicious, authentic Italian food I've ever had."
I'm just waiting because we don't want to leave all this stuff in the car, and they're sort of finding it hard to believe that I don't want anything from McDonald's. But what they don't know is I haven't eaten McDonald's for probably at least 12 to 15 years. So that's a habit of not eating this. That's something I'm trying to keep.
And I think Elia would love to eat in here, but he'll never admit that. We then started to climb up the mountain to one of the most beautiful and also creepy cities that I have ever visited. At the time, I didn't know that filming in this location was going to be one of the biggest disasters in Fstoppers history, although I did have a hint the second we arrived. We just met with the owner, and she said, "I didn't know you were coming, but I will try to get you a bed." And there are 3 of us.
So what's the chance we're gonna sleep in the car and get snowed in and not have a room?
Looks like it. You're good.
How close this is.
Matter of inches, you're fine.
Lots of space.
If another car is coming, what would you do here?
They'd either have to back out or you would. Yeah.
Yeah, I could not reverse
It would
out
take
of here.
it would take an hour to reverse out of here. The weather conditions here are getting worse by the hour. I don't even know if I'm exposed for this sky. It's just so overcast. You have like a hint of some light down there, but I'm not thinking this looks too good. It's got to be just above freezing right now. This town is kind of creeping me out, man. There's like nobody here. It's super silent, and they just had a funeral, and we're seeing like the hearse drive around with like the body. It's kind of creepy. This is like the beginning of how Hostel starts.
I feel like I'm playing Silent Hill every day when we go outside. Check this out. Look at that fog. Barely see the clouds.
clock tower, let alone a town. This is insane.
So, we do have rooms? Yeah, okay.
Starting to worry there. A little scary. I thought we were all going to be in one bed, but apparently we have 3.
Actually, there was only one.
One, two. We each get like a stripe.
So we just got in here.
There's like shit water all over
the bathroom is flooded, and there's only one bed for 3 of us.
It's pretty cold.
Yeah, it's very cold in here. So we've got the oven going to heat us up. The nice thing is there's just waters sitting out for us, but they're colder than if they were in a refrigerator. So that's kind of nice.
They have Wi-Fi here. All you have to do is type in a simple password.
Why do they do that?
I don't know. And then as the exclamation point, like they typed this whole thing up and then realized it was wrong.
Not only was there just one bed, the bathroom was flooded and the heat was broken, but we also learned that the hot water heater was broken as well. That's freezing.
I think you'll
Maybe
do
you're
all right.
going the wrong direction. Maybe it's the right.
Yeah.
I think it's getting colder. That is like, I'm shocked it's not solid ice. It's so cold. Can you see my breath in here? Luckily, the owner took pity on us and found us a second room. It's a little cold, yeah. All right, so we have just checked in now to our second room that we were not supposed to have tonight, but they've cleaned it in time for us to have tonight. Once again, there is a baby bed, and then there is a legitimate bed in its own bedroom. Patrick lost the last one. Let's see who will win this one. 3, 2, 1. You got it. 3, 2, 1. Got you. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. No!
You made it. Oh, just in time. Just in time for the demonstration.
I just lost. This is my bed now. Oh. Rock, paper, scissors.
I just want to make sure his feet fit.
Yeah, that's no worries.
Yeah, dude, you're totally fine. And this is not.
Keep in mind the heat here is working at full power, but we still have to cut the stove on because it's so freaking cold in here. So the only restaurant in this town has very few items on the menu, but one of those items was a hamburger. And this is perfect because we just got McDonald's, and in all honesty, this burger looks really good. I thought the food was surprisingly good. We got this weird burger. Patrick just admitted something though about the burger. What did you have to say?
Oh gosh, they're gonna hate me. I would prefer the McDonald's burger. Like, it had soft bread. The bread was the kicker. The meat was kind of peppered. We thought it was lamb.
The meat was very strange.
It was a little
I liked
strange,
it. It wasn't a normal burger.
And then it had like a pepperoni mayonnaise sauce.
Yeah. So all you people out there who say I'm the problem and I'm the one who likes McDonald's and I just don't have a taste for Italian food, you're wrong. Patrick's the problem. I actually like the burger at the restaurant.
We're gonna get so much hate on this entire series that none of this can make it.
I know, we can't be complaining about the food in every episode. The next morning we woke up and it was still raining. So I thought that I shouldn't bring my snowboard pants on this trip because we're not going to Iceland or anything, but I thought, yeah, I'll just throw them in the bag. And today is a day where I am so thankful that I have them because we are going out in the rain to film some B-roll to kind of show what this town looks like when it's raining outside. And I have waterproof jacket, waterproof pants, and waterproof shoes, so I should be comfortable. Patrick, on the other hand, in his jeans and flannel, may not be.
So I went to Field and Stream, which is like a hunting store, and got frog togs. These were the only waterproof pants that they sold there that weren't in like quadruple extra large. And they look like smocks made out of like, they almost look like these are single use hands.
It's like they're made of plastic.
Yeah, like a tarp material or something.
Way worse than a tarp material. It feels like a diaper material.
Diaper material, so I guess I'll try to put these on. But the second that I put them on, I went to put my shoes on, and it split the crotch. So, unequivocally, I could say I do not recommend Frogg Togs.
So we walked around the city in the freezing rain, grabbing this B-roll, not knowing that it was going to be like this for the next 4 days straight. So it is freezing out here and so wet, and I feel like I'm about to destroy this camera. Take a look. This is the D500, and I've got one of the Tamron lenses which is not weather sealed. It's not meant for this. I've lost Patrick at this point, so see if we can meet back up at the apartment. You've been outside in the rain for a long time. You're checking out the footage now? What were you shooting? Just time lapses?
Yeah. And I thought they would the problem was there was so much rain that the rain's getting on the lenses, and I'm trying to put my hand over to cover the rain, but then my hand's getting in the shot. I thought I was holding my hand high enough to get out of the frame, but it's in the frame, and this one would have been the best. It looks so good when it first starts. Look how clean it is. But then the second a raindrop gets on it, you get all these spots and stuff. So if we can get this without rain, this is going to be a badass shot. That just looks crazy.
That's the scary thing though, is the forecast is showing rain for the next 3 days. Luckily, when we woke up the next morning, there was a small break in the storm. This is now the third day that we've been here. We've been waiting for the rain to clear up, and it is starting to clear up at this point. So we're packing up some cameras and the drone. Obviously, this is not the most ideal time of day to film a lesson or anything, but at the very least, we can get some cool B-roll today. So, because of Alaya, I've gotten to see a few of the most beautiful places in the world. And I've always said that Iceland was the most beautiful place I've ever been. And I would still probably agree that when it comes to just pure nature, it's the most beautiful. But when you start thinking about towns and cities and stuff, I probably wouldn't say Iceland has pretty towns at all. However, this place is combining Cinque Terre in Italy with the mountains of Iceland. And so it may be one of the most beautiful and unique places I have ever been. So we are hiking up the side of this mountain here. We're going up to some castle thing, but as we go, I'm just leaving this little camera down here to do time lapses. And what I'm actually doing is just shooting 4K video, and I'm just gonna let it run, and then when we get back to Premiere, I'll just speed up the video. And because there's no cars or people in the shot or anything, it should look just as good as video rather than stills, and we won't have to deal with any of the flicker that we sometimes get with the pictures. One thing I am a little bit nervous about with this camera, I currently have it set to just auto mode. With these clouds or this fog rolling in, it may be switching the exposure up, but we'll have to see when I get back to the computer. Before the fog got too bad, I decided to put up the drone. Here it is right here. Everything was going well until my aging iPhone decided to turn off because it was too cold.
So this town has 2 zip lines that connect the towns?
I just lost it.
What do you mean you lost it?
It just went black. My phone may have just shut off. On the remote, there was a return home button, but we were really afraid that the drone might fly itself into one of the zipline wires.
I have to believe the zip line, it's like a needle in a haystack, right? The chance of hitting that is so tiny. I hear it. Here it is, way up there. Oh my gosh. Oh no! Dude, there's like a mountain right above us. Oh shit. Oh no, is it gonna land on this rock?
No, it looks like it might go right.
No way. Oh my gosh. What do you mean put these on? I'm not grabbing this thing.
If it falls, grab it.
Oh shit, it's like, oh my god. This is intense. Are you able to get the phone started enough?
Yeah.
You got it back? Oh my goodness.
I haven't read the manual, so all of a sudden my phone just shut off because I have the battery problem with my iPhone. It was at 100% literally 10 to 15 minutes ago. It died. It went down to 0 and died. And my phone just cut off. I couldn't see it anymore. I didn't know where I was. So I just hit the home button here. And the remote just tells me, coming home. And the scary thing is, I don't know if you guys could see, but there's these wires right here where I took off. So I'm like, oh my gosh.
And this rock, and it detected all of that.
It detected it and just sat there waiting for me to take control of it.
That's incredible.
Stay tuned for next week's episode when we teach you how to clean a camera sensor.
You do see it?
Yeah, but I don't think this is going to do anything.
And if you'd like to learn more about the full tutorial, head over to fstoppers.com/store.